Hey guys, Junlux here, back with our playthrough of Astlibra. Oh man, my shirt's all wrinkled. I mean, it was wrinkled in the last episode too, but that's because I pull it out of the dryer and I shove it into the basket so the cats can sleep in it, and I'm just like, it'll get folded when it gets folded, you know? But yeah, so this, here it is. The Sweetwater Gummy Fruit Punch IPA, Imperial IPA, from the brewers of 420 Atlanta, Georgia, USA. It is gross. Like, I have 3 left though. Like, I'm glad I honestly, because I'm trying not to drink, but I was like, I want more beer, and so I deliberately chose one that I figured I wouldn't like, and I'm glad I did, but at the same time I'm like, it's gross and it makes my stomach hurt. Huh. You know, that's interesting. The you could really appreciate it here. It's that it's not his armor. It's not that you see the stars moving. It's like a background that the armor opens up a hole into, which is pretty rad. All right, so last time, by the way, if you haven't yet played this game, I mean, I would prefer if people did not watch this having not played the game before. It's so, for me personally, if I got spoiled from watching someone else play it, that would be, you know, it's not as good. In my mind, it's not as good if it's better if someone plays it themselves and experiences it for themselves rather than watching someone else play it. Unless it's a totally blind playthrough, then that's probably okay. But man, this game is so good. I would recommend it. If you haven't played it, you could still stop. There's still massive spoilers. You know, you're only, you know, it's like you're halfway through. You'll notice the treasure box has already been gotten. That's kind of cool. But there's something else here. I think I mentioned at one point, every chapter introduces new gameplay mechanics. I don't know if we can use this one yet. Acquire gem piece luck. I mean, I see it's in the new, but where is it? Oh, under ore and gems. Well, I mean, I guess it's a gem. Okay. Peace gems can be set within the empty slots on the board. Okay. I don't know what a board is or what empty slots are, but luck increased by 0. Okay, that's cool. Woo, a whole 0 points. Woo, yeah. Yeah, okay. There actually is a use for this thing. Obviously, it's not gonna stay 0 forever. But at the moment, it's 0. So it's useless. Even if we could use it, it would still be useless. Now, let's go through the Book of Karen, volume 36, right? A wise man's book on traveling. Karen, the great sage, apparently knows he's in a video game, or at least knows there's potentially some I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I'm reading too much into it. One of my favorite things is when video game characters are aware they're in a game. Probably my favorite instance of this is with Bravely Default. the evil summoner chick, your party meets her and she's blah 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 blah. She's like saying some stuff and your character's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to you. And I was like, oh my god, and I got like chills. It was amazing. But yeah, so we'll just go through here, and if you've been paying attention, like if you've been referring to this game throughout, or through this, if you've been referring to this throughout the game, there's 2 tabs of tutorials that we haven't filled in yet. Almost like a whole 15% ish. Right, if it was 10. Like up to less than 20%, but more than 10%. Probably closer to 15 of gameplay mechanics we have not yet been introduced to. So that's pretty huge. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go, right? The Treasure Encyclopedia. Oh, excuse me, that's gross. I'm burping up the beer. There's now a small medal, an extra small medal per area, plus 2 more in the arena, and gems. At least 1 per area. Tokyo only has 1, but everything else has 2. And presumably, since this one was the luck one that we've already gotten, all the others are not luck. So that's interesting. Whoa, this one's like super hard all of a sudden. It's black. Or... Also, we haven't heard this song for a while, but you'll notice certain... Like this enemy, there's other black wisps over there. Presumably where one of the hidden flowers is. There's enemies that have black tentacles coming out of them. And a gold chest. We'll take it. That was a good use. I'm not sure the rest of them are going to be, but... Also, they give us way more stuff. There we go. Well, hello. Okay, different kind of chest. That one, I believe, used silver keys. Acquired 2 counts of primordial fragment. What the hell is that? The oldest form of life. Okay, thanks for nothing, you know? Oh, and this tree has... But you could definitely see the tree itself was darker. And we have a new treasure chest. It's a regular treasure chest, but different. And see, definitely there's a difference. Well. And now we have another... Oh, they're all dead. Those were the normal kinds. There you go. So, hang on a sec. I gotta blow my nose. I'm super stuffy or whatever. Man, sorry. I realize you could probably hear it, but now my nose is all raw. So if you hadn't found all the treasure chests prior to this, now's a great time to get them. In addition, there will be additional treasure chests. And they'll have a small medal in them. If you had already gotten all the treasure chests, then there will be an additional treasure chest per area, per chapter, with a small medal in it, and this gives us even better rewards. Right. We still haven't used some of the things. We're gonna use them. I will try and remember. I'm just so used to not using them. Anyway, see, there he is. Whoa. Oh, I thought you were a monster. Don't spook me like that. Huh? Is there something on my face? You look like you've seen a ghost. To us, you may as well be a ghost. A talking crow? Okay, so he doesn't remember. I'm not a crow. My name is Karen. I can't believe we're doing this again. You could speak? The hell's going on? Are you a ghost? How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a crow? My name is Karen. Get that through your thick skull already, you idiot. What? You could talk. You even know my name. And did you just call me an idiot? Anyway, there's no point staying around talking. The sun's setting, so let's make a fire to warm ourselves at. It's not like I'm in a rush to do anything else. I don't mind. But, you over there, why do you look like you're about to cry? Probably because he doesn't remember us. Wasn't there something about... Yeah, that's not good. No, I guess that's something else. I was just remembering, like, the legend of the scales, right? Where they would... It's like, oh, it leads to misfortune, but it's not quite that. It's not really misfortune. We're just redoing everything. And there seems to be... I mean, it's New Game Plus. There's additional threats, but there seems to be potentially a story reason for it. Right, so you're a man. Not quite sure why that's the first thing you told me. So, you want to go to Rispodar, eh? Yeah, it would help us out if you introduced us to the bar there. You're pretty well informed, huh? Well, not that I mind. When this guy gets to town, he'll be popular, right? Right. Gao, let me ask for one thing from you. Stay here until morning, okay? Don't go wandering off to do your business or anything like that. Huh? You won't even let me do that much? The hell's with that? Right, because last time we were pulled into... We don't even know. Hey. I heard that... I heard that Elysium... See, I don't remember if these were the same dreams. I heard that Elysium is a paradise. It's a paradise floating in the sky. It saved everyone from something scary a long time ago. I don't think it's the same. But it would actually make sense if it was... like if he remembered differently or something like that. I don't know. The land was lifted up into the air, so the scary stuff couldn't reach it. It'd be nice to go there someday. I wonder if it could keep away the scary voices in my head. Fuck, that's creepy. Okay, so here's kind of the thing, right? This was developed by a solo dev over about 15 years. If this was a screenwriter doing this, obviously modern day Hollywood could not do this, but maybe some of the, if you were gonna like turn this into a TV show or something, it's possible modern day Korean, you know, filmmakers and screenwriters could do this, right? Because they, at the moment of this recording, have not yet been infected by the woke stuff, right? They're going to be. They will be. Make no mistake, they will be. Just like Japan is starting to fall, Korea will as well. I'm sorry, that's just the way it's going to go. I wish it wasn't. But what you would want to do is you would want to have this... This is how I would do it. You would want to have this be the same dialogue. But you want it to be vague enough to talk about a threat, right? So... at least the first time through, demons are the threat. So you could have it vague enough so that it applies to demons. Then the second time through, since it's talking about scary things, right? And even the scary voices in my head, you know, the first time through, you don't know what Anulus is. Or any of that, right? You'd want to have it applicable to both. That would just, you know, but that requires good writers. Hollywood doesn't have those because they're all woke ideologues, right? They're DEI hires. Anyway. But also we have, what's the word? Prophetic dreams. Hey, wake up, something weird is happening. It's the same as before. Gao's gone. Damn it, I told him not to leave for any reason, but the fire is gone too. Anyway, let's see what's ahead. We can't go to Risperdar without him. We can. It just wouldn't be advised. Oh, yeah, we've already cleared the area, so... It's a... man, I miss this music. So, with the black, interesting. The black, trees, the black trees have the earth element. Regular trees do not. I haven't noticed if other black enemies or infected or whatever enemies have the earth element as well, but it's, you know, something to be aware of. It says brah. LOL. The sign says, "Welcome to Pekachira, home up to the cave of Libra." Wait. We can't read the sign this time around. Could we before? We ended up here anyway. What's wrong? You're gonna use the scales here? Can you even do that? Man, he's right under my chair. He just got out of the heated cat bed and he's like laying on the ground because he's overheated, I suppose. Well, we certainly have a connection with this place. Still, we shouldn't just be using them all willy-nilly. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, right? Because even though we've been through the game already, we ourselves don't know the right thing to do. Presumably, it would be going back in time to destroy the Guardian Beast so that Wolf lives, right? Yeah. Well, actually, if the scales you received at that time are the true scales of God, then even if we change things like last time, you won't have to pay the price. It was never... That is something I'd like a little bit more clarification on. It wasn't just that... that wasn't developed enough in my mind. The whole paying the price. It didn't necessarily state that using the scales required some sort of a sacrifice. It's just... And honestly, I prefer how it seems to be, which is just like, you change the scales, and by doing so, you know, for better or worse, things change, right? There's no objective improvement. Everything's a trade-off, right? You basically erase somebody from existence, you know? You live, but you kill them. You take their place, right? That's a bit more morally gray. And I think it's a bit more interesting as opposed to, oh, every time you change history, you have to sacrifice someone dear to you. Like, it's a bit... It's kind of silly, right? But they're trying to set up that using the scales does require a sacrifice, which I don't like. I don't really like it. At least not how they've implemented it. There certainly could be something like karmic justice or whatever. But I don't know. Anyway. We need to take off these boots, because I need to see if the feet... what his feet look like with the Stardust armor. What? You think that means you can do whatever you want? What are you talking about? You never said anything like this before. Why have you become so greedy all of a sudden? To be fair, if the compensation for using them has been eliminated, we could certainly save a great deal of lives. I suppose it's taken a great deal to get this chance. Perhaps we should do something different this time. Okay, I'll make a wish. Right, let's go. So do they work the same as before? Where it's... someone else has to make a wish? To Pekachira village is past. Oh, fuck. Oh, and he's back in the heated cat bed. Oh my god, this is so... I mean, it might be the... Well, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's the beer. I also do appreciate, for whatever it's worth, that it doesn't, like Chrono Trigger would tell you what year it was, basically the time period. Here it doesn't. It's just like, oh, it's in the past. Oh, it's in, you know what I mean? It's a bit more, you sort of have to put it together yourself. It also doesn't really matter. It's a plot device, it's not like a world. I mean, it is, but it's not. Anyway, huh? Has anything changed? Right, let's take a look around the village. The answer is yes. You know, that's something that wasn't fully explained either, and I probably said this already, but where we were before was probably a ghost village. Japan and stuff is big on ghosts. Not just ghosts, but like, there's a lot of Japanese media, games and stuff. Americans don't do this, but you know, you could I mean, occasionally it'll be something like, oh, you get a ride from someone and then they turned out to be dead. Right? And you're like, well, how did I actually get here then? Oh, don't know. But to go into like a whole village, that's something that a few games do. Is it Shadow Hearts that I could think of that... the only other one I could think of, to be honest, that has done that, where you go into a village... I mean, I know there's more. There's other... Usually it's a horror trope, right? Where you go into the village and you spend the night, and then you wake up the next morning and everything's burned and dead. You know, so in Japanese media, Eastern media, it manifests as like villages and stuff. Western stuff, it's generally limited to individuals. The spiritual aspect doesn't extend to physical stuff. I mean, or it's people, not locations, right? Because, and that actually makes sense, right? Because in like a lot of Japanese, a lot of the folklore is based on Shintoism, and everything has a spirit and all that stuff. Like the rocks have a spirit, the wind has a spirit, all that stuff. So it makes sense. But anyway, right, let's take a look around the village. You can now enhance your equipment at the arms shop. A page for equipment enhancement has been added to the Book of Karen. Well, that's good. I would like to read about this Book of Karen. I mean, I have it, but you know what I mean. You can enhance your equipment by spending ores and monster materials at Mokyun's weapons store. The materials requirement for enhancement vary depending on the type of equipment. In addition, the level of increase in the blue reinforcement bar differs depending on the material. The more times equipment is reinforced, the more material it requires. This sounds complicated. It's not. We'll go into it. Home to the Cave of Libra. So, still the same. We're actually in the past. It's just we're no longer. Presumably, we're in the actual village, not in the ghost village. What time is it? Okay, we're good. And you can see these black tentacle-looking things every once in a while at the bottom. My father, he went to the cave to search for herbs to cure my sister, but he hasn't returned yet. Please, let him be safe. So that's a question, like where... I don't know. She is asleep, but appears to be in great pain. So it's, you know... Wolf has been gone for quite some time now, but I still have faith. I know that guy will make it back safely. Oh, welcome. Okay, so we buy... Enhance. So you have all your different types of stuff. You can even enhance shields. You can enhance armor. Oh, right, we need it. And you can enhance gems. Right. So Okay, let me hang on. Yo, come back again. Hang on, where is... How do I unequip them? Oh, it's like he's wearing... I mean, you could see there's an outline of boots or whatever there, but it looks like he's wearing pajamas, kind of. Okay, so the way that it works is everything, and I mentioned this before, right? Like, don't sell your materials. Don't sell anything. You can always grind, you can always get more stuff, right? Materials are required for enhancement. Each thing you want to enhance is going to be a little bit different. Some things require, the animal pieces or whatever. Some things require gems. Or, ores, or they all require different kinds of materials. But each material has a value. This is why if you look at, your purple ore or whatever, they're worth 20, but refined, they're worth 46, right? These are worth 50, but by themselves, before they're refined, 22. So it's better to refine the ores. And that's why, I don't remember when, but I mentioned way back in the past that, what's that? Way back in the past that I ran out of refinement kits and I had to buy a bunch of them. This is why. Because I was refining all of these ores into the better things so that I could upgrade my stuff. Now you can see right now, so we're not actually going to do it, but as you can see, every level it ups it by not 10%, but by 10. Oh, that's all. You can hold it down too. So each level of enhancement increases what's required by 10. So it goes from, 100 to 110 to 120. And that's fine. We still can't use this luck gem piece. We'll be able to eventually. But for now, yeah. Just remember that all these materials also you upgrade your weapons and armor with them. We don't have all the weapons and armor yet. Just something to be aware of. I think we have most of them. Right. Also, you can't yet. I mean, you can't upgrade accessories in the same way that you can do weapons and armor. So just something to be aware of, right? Welcome. So, and this is a different one, a new one. Dogu fruit. Recovers 4,000 HP. Contrary to its toxic appearance, this fruit-like medicine is good for the body. Purchase one of them. And now you can actually purchase silver and gold chest keys. Right? That's because there is now a new tier of chests. So before, you used to have your wooden chests and then copper, silver, gold chests. I don't know if you have copper chests. I think you do, but now you have a whole extra tier, right? So you have another 3 or 4 chests that you can, we're probably gonna need these. Demon God's pickaxe crushes rock and excavates materials when used at mining points. Gunpowder. Right, and here you go. Physical fitness card, stamina card, attack, defense, good fortune. You can buy all of these stat increasing items. Actually, how many? 8. Okay, so I think that's all the stats. And Mokyun dolls. They're they're selling all this stuff now because it's, yes, the difficulty has increased considerably. Maybe not so much for our difficulty, but oh yeah. There's no adventurer who can explore as deep as Wolf can. That's why he'll be the first one to clear all the traps. He'll leave a trail for the others to follow. Everyone here really respects Wolf. I'm sure he'll be able to reach the end. Have you ever seen the village idol, Arya? She's a real beauty. If it weren't for this whole situation, I'd be off wooing her. I assume that's Wolf's daughter, but I don't know for sure. Let's prepare for a party for when Wolf returns. What are you supposed to do if we don't believe in him? It's interesting because these guys are, when they were ghosts, they weren't talking like this. Even if we went with him, we'd just be slowing him down. I don't even remember how many times he's saved my life. But in this situation, I can't do anything for him. Almost everyone that comes to the village is here to find the scales. But now, everyone is hoping that Wolf will be the one to make it to the depths of the cave. Strange, isn't it? It is a little bit. Pecochira drops. Sign says, ahead is the cave of Libra, caution. I wonder why. Why do you get the Pecochira drops? But you notice you can't put it on the scales. It has no scale value. Huh? Hold on. There's some sort of strange board on the ground by your feet. I look down at my feet and sure enough there's a board made of strange material. This board, doesn't it look like it would fit in that tree branch I picked up forever ago? Upon closer examination, there is indeed an indentation in the tree branch where the board could fit. I've always found it a bit odd. Aren't these indentations on all your equipment? Maybe this thing could fit in there. No harm in giving it a try. Like Karen suggests, I pick up the board and try fitting it into the branch's indentation. You obtained a board for your tree branch. Okay, so, something to look at down below. Confirm piece, set this board, end without setting. So, set the board, end without setting. You'll notice the screen is wide, right? It seems wide. You can actually find each piece of equipment you have. Each piece of equipment, including accessories, can have 3 boards. Each of these boards have a rarity, okay? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to tell the lower ones apart, but the higher difficult or higher rarity ones have a different color. So, yeah, presumably it's copper, silver, gold, something like that, right? Common, rare, legendary, right? I can certainly end without setting the board, but whatever board you set overwrites the one above it, and you'll have 3 slots. So you'll be able to set it in. Now, you don't see 3 at the moment, you can have up to 3. So at the moment, you're just overwriting an empty board. Once you get 3, though, you'll have to choose which board you want to overwrite. Or don't overwrite it at all. To that extent, you'll be able to look at the pieces and figure out which you want, because there's a top and a bottom, and you can select one of each. Or you can select one of each column, right? So this one, this first column, weight reduced by 5, or Karen's Magic Luna changes to Light Blessing. You have... Man, this is where it really kind of kicks into gear a little bit, right? Because you have... Each board is common, rare, legendary, but the pieces within the boards also have a rarity associated with them, right? So like this one, this is definitely more rare, and they have tiers as well, right? Like this is a single tier. You can have multiple. You can have like, there's like 3 tiers of weight. So it might be weight reduced by 5, 10, or 20, I think is how it goes, right? Or you can have this, which might be trash, or it might be incredible depending on your playstyle, right? So Karen's Magic Luna changes to Light Blessing. I don't remember what that was. I know Luna deals more holy damage, or some... Ooh, excuse me. Deals more holy damage. We'll take a look in a second. I don't remember what it is. Okay, walking speed increased by 2, or you could pick none. This is a pretty full board. Some of them are like half full. Okay, walking speed increased by 2. You might not want to move faster. You might want to just move the same speed. Another one, possession skill Thunder Spear changes to magnetic. I can't tell you what that does. All I know is it changes the skill. This is one of the first lightning skills you got. It's where you shoot across, you transform into that thing, and you shoot across the screen, right? That was Thunder Spear. What the hell magnetic does? Don't know. But there's pieces on the boards that change your skills to something else. There's one for every skill that you have. Luckily, there's only one. Right, so the reason I was a little hesitant when I was looking at Adolphus is because that Adolphus, I think that's not as good as the other one. Or maybe it is better than the other one. Regardless, it changes them. Sometimes it's a significant change. Sometimes you might like them. You might like the change one. You might hate whatever it changes it to. So it's something to be aware of. And something to try. Just experiment with, right? Versus attack power increased by 30, which is pretty freaking huge. Like these boards, this is the gameplay mechanic for basically the rest of the game. You're going to grind and get these boards. There's going to be accessories that affect board drops and the pieces on the boards and all that stuff, right? They might make your boards more rare. They might make the pieces on the boards more rare. They might increase the types of certain types of pieces on the boards. It's a lot of stuff. It's a pretty huge mechanic that affects a lot of stuff. Okay, so adaptability increased by 5, or weapons attribute will be changed to holy. That's kind of interesting too. You can specifically change your weapons attribute. So we'll set the board. Bam, there it goes. Oh, no. Wow, that's amazing. I never thought it would have this function. It seems like the one we just found only fits in the tree branch, but there are similar indents in your other equipment. If we look around, we may find other boards that fit into them. You can now use equipment boards. Equipment boards can be found in new types of chests dropped by enemies. When a piece of equipment is affixed with a board, its basic capabilities will be greatly enhanced. A page for equipment boards has been added to the Book of Karen. Alright, so let's take a look at that real fast. Okay. Alright, you can obtain equipment boards from a treasure chest dropped by enhanced enemies. Good to know. Boards are fit, so it's only those enhanced enemies that drop boards. I'm not sure if that's true, to be honest, but even if it's not, it doesn't matter. We're going to see plenty of those enhanced enemies. Once the board is attached, the equipment's basic capabilities are significantly enhanced. Correct. There are various types of pieces. Some increase equipment stats, some will change your carrying magic, some alter possession skills, some are empty slots in which piece gems can be set. The board we just got does not have a slot for pieces. It was just a none. Otherwise it'll be like a circle and it'll be like you could set a piece. And also you could just put it, it's like equipping something. You could just put a piece in there, you can take the piece out. It doesn't matter. It's not like other games where you need to destroy the board or whatever. You put it in there, if you don't like it, take it out. You know, easy peasy. Pieces are divided into upper and lower rows, different effects that must be chosen. Gold and silver treasure chests drop more powerful boards. Stronger the enemy, higher the drop rate of boards, and the easier it is to obtain higher ranked boards. How about no? Board editing. When changing equipment in the menu, you can also edit any attached boards. You can switch between each piece's top and bottom rows on the board edit screen. You can set piece gems in slots on the board edit screen. The gems must be obtained from out in the world. Basically all stuff I explained previously, not a problem. Okay, now you can see here, because this one has little, I don't know what you call that, little, it looks different, right, the outside. Also, this is like gray and this is like blue, as opposed to something like this. But even this, you'll have the corners. The corners will have the little foliage. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But you'll notice show board contents. Edit board. Okay, so Karen. When an enemy is weak to the holy attribute, deal increased holy damage. Versus and magnetic. Okay, and then it tells you at the bottom, right? Those are, it'll go all the way across, by the way, as you get more boards and more effects from all your different pieces of equipment and accessories and whatnot. Okay. And so you could see this one's different than the others. It's like orange as opposed to the gold or whatever. When Shiro is your partner. Oh, well, we've had her in the past, yeah. Increase magic power by 5%, which can be pretty big. What about the skill? Right? Magnetic, and you can tell that's different as well. Attacks by drawing in balls of lightning from the surroundings, highly powerful if used skillfully. So similar to the Circle of Disaster. Alright, so edit the board, change this and change that, just in case. And then, yep. Time is it? Time to stop is what it is. However, also, these dudes hurt. I mean, it's just, oh, it's like anything else. Sure. You know, just consider them a stronger enemy. And I believe, oh, okay. Well, that's crap. I think when an enemy splits, they, okay, well, am I boned in that case? Right on. Okay, I didn't think you could jump up there, but all right. So we got an attack power up. That's cool. Yeah, all right. Grimnil. Aha, so that one is... It's probably... Okay, yeah. See, that's a little... you know, in areas with multiple things, it's maybe not the greatest, but... Oh, what I was gonna say is... If enemies split... If they're an enhanced enemy and they split, they usually create 2 enhanced enemies. Okay, so this one is enhanced. It is Earth. Quiver, alright. Oh, it's in the ground! Why? Notice, see, look at that. Look at that. Why is there a save point right there? Also, this one's blue. Peace Gem weapon attributes. Peace gems can be set within the empty slots of a board. Weapons attributes will be changed to none. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the deal with this one is. Why would you enhance it if it just sets your weapon attribute to none? Maybe it has a blanket attack up or something, but I mean, that's not bad either. Weapons attribute will be changed to none. For example, this is a holy style weapon. Maybe you don't want to use... Which one is it? This one, I suppose. You know, nullifies damage reduction when attacking a target with the same attribute. Maybe you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Maybe you would just rather... maybe this is the best thing, but it's holy damage and you want to spend those 3 magic crystals on something else. You know, you could switch it to, if the board allows it, you could switch this to something else. Oh, you. Antitoxin, we will take it. Can I grow? No, I can't grow. Well, maybe, hang on. I can do this one. We can skip this. I'm cool with that. Yeah. Give me the luck. Luck plus 1. I love that. They're giving me 5 defense, right? Like, because they know. They know. They're only giving you 1 luck, but they're giving you 5 defense and 3 magic and other stuff, right? Oh, that's all green up there. Well, okay. Right. Anyway. Okay. Sure. Cave of Libra, suspended ceiling. That's right. Okay, let's quit for now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Man, what time is it? Wow. Yeah, I really shouldn't be drinking coffee at this point, but I am. It is really good though. I roasted this myself yesterday, so man, it is. If you like coffee, you owe it. If you really like coffee like I do, you really owe it to yourself to get some sort of a coffee roaster. they're, you know, they're semi-expensive, couple $100. Or, I mean, you could always do it manually in like a pan, like a frying pan on the stove or on the range, whatever. Stove. You can do it. That's how you make good Turkish coffee. You do it on the stove. I mean, there's probably a more traditional way, but whatever. I just use, I don't even remember what it's called. It's over there. It's like a little thing you plug in, and it has like a chamber in the middle. You put the beans in, and then you know, you plug it in, turn it on, set the little dials, the timer and the temp, and then you know, the bottom is like a hair dryer, and it just blows hot air up, and it roasts the coffee for the set amount of time. But man, if you do love coffee, you owe it yourself. You know, you can get green beans online, and it is just so much better. It's you can tell. You look at the difference. These that I roasted yesterday, the beans, they shine because all the oil on them. It's, man, you know they're better. I mean, I don't think I could taste them appropriately. I don't have the palate for it, but even me, it's like and I'm just an amateur at it, but I can only imagine people that are actually good at it, probably way better than regular like store-bought coffee. But yeah, so my unique positive moment's gonna be the fresh roasted coffee. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Eesh. Wow, this beer. Anyway, the coffee's good. That's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better. Hopefully. Oh. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.